Welcome to Island Wings on Southside Blvd for another episode of Shark Bites. I'm Cavallo, and I'm your host all season long. Coach, congratulations on your first win of the 2025 season. Final score in Massachusetts, 46-25. We had control of this game from the jump. Let's talk about your special teams. Crazy plays. First play of the game, Hayden Hatcher forces a fumble. Walk me through that.
Yeah, I mean, it happened so fast. As soon as we kicked the ball off, Hayden's running down and made a good form tackle. And they practice it every day in practice. We talk about turnover drill. And the very first play of the game, they put the ball on the ground. So they got really lucky. They fell on it, but it set the tone throughout the entire game that this is what was going to happen. And as you watch the game, they put another couple more on the ground too as well. It could have been a lot worse.
TK does exactly what TK does and runs back another kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, he's special. You got Tyler King back there and Jimmie Robinson returning kicks. It's, pick your poison. But, John Huggins made a great block on the end of it. But when they kicked it off and I saw the walls set up, I actually told one of the coaches on the sideline when TK started running, I said, that's going to be a touchdown. And once he gets to the corner, it's over. But it was a great block. Huggins made a great block at the end and kind of sprung them, and that really set the tone.
And then your defense. We have to talk about the defense. Absolutely incredible performance, forcing 4 turnovers in this game. Last year, we had 7 turnovers the whole season, and we got 4 in one game.
Well, I mean, they've been doing it in practice. And I talked to the guys before the game. I knew there was a special unit. I knew in Jacksonville we're going to be known for defense. That's what we talk about. That's what we said we were going to do. And I was not only excited to be their coach, but I told them I was excited to actually watch them play, just as a fan, because I watch what they do in practice. And it was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch to see those guys execute. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the work they put in. But, I mean, that's one game, so.
You talk about entertaining. We're sitting at Al's Pizza at our watch party. Everybody should come join us at our away game watch parties. But it was like every time I looked, there was something happening on the screen, a play by the Sharks, an interception, a fumble, a touchdown. It was just such a Sharks-driven game, and it was so exciting to watch.
No, I mean, it was fun. As soon as we got the turnover on the first drive, we knew we were running a certain play. We had talked about it for 3 days. Hey, what are we going to run on the first play? What are we going to run on the first play? And we knew the whole entire arena was going to be jumping Jimmie Robinson on a toss. So we faked it, and Caleb made a great pass to Karan Ashley, and that it's weird. It all set the tone, and it just started dominoing downhill, and the confidence level shifted just from the get-go. So it was a lot of fun.
And our offense, powerhouse scoring. You had Karan Ashley 2 touchdowns, Edward Vander 2 touchdowns, Jaden Sosak 2 touchdowns, Jimmie Robinson with a touchdown. The ball was moving across the whole entire offense.
Well, there's a lot of people in that offense that can make plays, and you can't there's only one football, but when you talk about, we had a 3-headed monster. We knew we had, Vander and Tyler and Jimmie, and then all of a sudden you add in the other receivers with Jaden and Ashley that – there's just not enough footballs, but that's a lot of weapons. And you add that in with the best offensive line in IFL. I mean, it is, I said it, I usually don't put myself out there like that, but those guys are good. They're really good. And we focused on that in the offseason, and they showed it. And
this week we had Leon Brown actually be awarded the offensive player of the game. And that's like a rare thing. We don't normally give it to a lineman. Why was he selected this week?
I mean, that's a coach's thing. We looked at it and just thought who played their butts off and did everything, and their technique. And Big Lee just came out and proved that he's really good. And I'm happy for him. He worked hard to get to that point, and he deserved every bit of those accolades.
Now we have to do a little bit of a Shark Bites exclusive, Coach. The fans don't know this, but this is what happens behind the scenes in the off season. So right before the season starts, the defensive back coach position opened up, and you were kind of scrambling, wondering who the heck was going to fill this role. But little did you know that there was somebody right under your nose the whole time.
Yeah, so we local Marvin Ross, who played for us, was our DB coach. And then he got a job opening, and of course things change. And, we had somebody on staff already. And I talked to Coach Harrell about it, and I said, hey, we think about making Chris Robinson the DB coach. I mean, he's been local here for 20 years in the high school ranks. He does a great job coaching, and he knows our system. He knows us. I trust him. So I gave him the opportunity, and he has done nothing but impress us in practice. And I think he does a great job with the DBs. Obviously, you saw in the game with all those interceptions. Him and Clay do an outstanding job calling the defense together and molding it how we talked about it the whole offseason. And for him to just kind of step into that role a week before the season and have some success, it just, you want to promote from within. We want to keep our Shark family tight. And so I'm happy for Chris, and so far, so good.
Defense looks very promising this year, Coach. Offense as well. Speaking of the offense, actually, we had the highest scoring game of all of the IFL games this week, 46 points.
Yeah, and you could talk to any player in the offense. They told you we could have hung 60. We had turnovers ourselves. We made a couple botched mistakes by whoever and whatever, and we left a lot of points on the board. Our defense took away the ball 4 times, and we gave it back 4 times. So you take half of those possessions, that's another 14 points, and again, that's nice when you look at it and say we shoulda, coulda, woulda. I just want to win by 1 point. I don't care. I just want to win. We did it. But the good news is the offense can do it a lot better, and it's explosive as it can be. And when it clicks, boom.
Unstoppable.
Yes.
And last but not least, Coach, I think it's worth pointing out, Massachusetts was the defending Eastern Conference champions. Now, granted, we did take away their best player, Jimmie Robinson, and bring him to the Shark side. But to go in there and dominate them by 20-something points, I think speaks volumes about this team and the mindset going into the 2025 season.
Yeah, you can say what you want about Mass. They're always going to have really good players. They got NFL talent, guys across the board. They've been in the playoffs every single year they've been in the IFL. They've won it. They were in the championship game last year, and they're never an easy out, ever. So whenever you play Mass, you better strap them up. And for our guys to come out and play the way they did, it's a confidence builder, it's one. And, we got to play them 2 more times, so I'm sure they're already looking at the schedule.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be right back.
Host a birthday party at a Sharks game. Make it a night your kids will never forget. Party packages include a Sharks game ticket, a designated party spot, a Sharks souvenir, food, drinks, chips, Sonati's cupcakes, and a Shark Walk access to high-five the players before the game. Plus a visit from Chum. What's better than that? The birthday boy girl will also get a special shout-out on the Jumbotron. Visit jacksharks.com and fill out your request form, or just give me a call at 904-621-0700, extension 702. Let's plan this birthday party together.
Shark fans, it's your ticket guy, David Diana. It's time to get your Shark season tickets for our 15th season. Enjoy fast-paced, action-packed, hard-hitting indoor football right here in Jacksonville. Call your ticket team today so we can lock you in for another great year of Jacksonville Sharks football. Enjoy perks, gifts, theme nights, and more by purchasing your Shark season tickets today. Call 904-621-0700. I look forward to seeing you in the Shark Tank this season. Go Sharks!
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. I am joined by running back Jimmie Robinson. How are you doing tonight, Jimmie?
I'm doing good.
Jimmie, last week I brought Coach on the show, and I asked him the story of how you became a Jacksonville Shark and how you got to Jacksonville. And he told me that everybody ghosted him and that nobody would give him your number, that you wouldn't return his calls. So I want to know your side of the story, and why were you ghosting Coach Gibson?
It wasn't more of a ghosting thing. It was more of I was taking my time of what decisions I wanted to make of if I was going to go back to Mass or what was going to happen, be my next step.
You had to evaluate your options.
Yes.
But then your mom, shout out to Jimmie's mom, stepped in and said, you're going to Jacksonville, right?
It wasn't something similar to that. Well, while in that phase of trying to see what I wanted to do or what was going to be my next step, I guess Coach reached out to my mom and she called me.
He did.
And she was like, hey, Jacksonville called me. And they want to know what's your plans. And I'm just like, right now, I don't know. So I had waited, didn't talk to Coach for a while. And she was just on my back the whole time. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna talk. You're not gonna go to Jackson. You're not going to Jackson. I'm just like.
And you couldn't tell your mom no. At that point, she made that decision for you. You had no choice. Like you had to come to Jacksonville.
Pretty much. Coach, he kept in contact with my mom the whole time when I was in that stage of didn't know what I was gonna do. So she pretty much made that decision.
Well, I think that decision worked out pretty well for you. You had your first game as a Shark against your former team, the Massachusetts Pirates. How was that experience for you?
I mean, like I said, Jax was one on my list of wanting to play here after coming from Mass and just being in the atmosphere. Just going back to Mass and playing against the group of guys they have, T.O., Zico, and Redden. It was really fun. It was no bad moment at all. It was fun and love the whole time. But I want to say shout out to Mass for even giving me the opportunity to start playing in the IFL.
And you did pretty good with them, and you're going to do even better with us. I don't know if you saw this or not, but there was a picture of you with your touchdown in Mass, okay? And the look on your face as you are going into the end zone, Jimmie, is just iconic. What I want to say, I can't say on this show, but let's just say that you had this grin about you. Like, it was an awesome photo. Have you seen this photo?
I think I know which photo you're talking about. I think I have the ball in my hand like I'm flipping it up in the air.
Exactly. And you're smiling ear to ear like, you guys can't stop me. Ha, ha, ha.
It was, I wouldn't say that. It was just more of a enjoying the moment type of thing. The guys wanted me to do a big celebration, but I just smiled and just flipped the ball in the air from getting the penalty or doing something that was going to cost us.
Now we're going to insert that photo right here so everybody can see it. Jimmie Robinson in his first touchdown as a Shark. Okay, so something fun that I like to do on every single Shark Bites. I want the fans to get to know you guys, like on a deeper personal level. So we're going to play a really fun game.
What
you
is
might
it?
know this game.
Oh, what game?
It's called 2 Truths and 1 Lie. Super simple game. All you have to do is tell me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself. And I have to try to figure out what is the lie. No pressure.
2 truths and 1 lie.
2 truths and 1 lie. I am representing Shark Nation right now.
Okay. I have a clothing brand.
You have a clothing brand? Okay.
I have two sons.
2 sons. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And I love dogs.
You love dogs. Okay. So between clothing brand, 2 sons, and you love dogs, which one is a lie? I know you breed dogs. So I know that one is 100% true. What type of dogs do you breed?
American bullies.
Bullies. They're so cute. I was out at the beach this weekend and I saw a bully and his head was so big.
Yeah,
it was bigger than his body and he was so cute, but I just laughed at the size of his head. It didn't make sense to me why he had such a big head, but that's besides the point. I feel like you have style and that you could definitely have a clothing brand, but I also feel like you could have 2 sons as well. So this is hard, Jimmie. I don't know. What do you think, Shark Nation? I don't think you would lie about kids. Like that's not something that you would probably lie about. So I'm going to say that you don't have a clothing brand. That's a lie.
Do have a clothing brand.
You do have a clothing brand.
One son.
Oh my goodness. I was tricked. I've been bamboozled. I knew you had kids because you've been lying about that. But it was just 1 second.
Yeah.
Shout out to your son. Well, thank you, Jimmie, for joining me tonight, and we'll be right back.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Shark Reef Field Suites are the most exciting place to watch a sporting event here in Jacksonville. You can't get any closer to the action. Each Reef Suite includes food and drinks and holds up to 8 people. Create memories you'll never forget. Book your Reef Suite today. Call 904-621-0700, extension 702, or email dave@jacksharks.com to secure your Reef Suite today.
High five me and my teammates as we prepare to take the field. Enjoy a catered pregame all-you-can-eat buffet in our private Duval room, perfect for networking and entertaining. Then, just before kickoff, you'll head to the tunnel outside the Sharks locker room to greet us before we head out for pregame introductions. This is your chance to get up close and personal with your favorite Sharks. Shark Walk packages are now available. Call 904-621-0700, extension 702, or email dave@jacksharks.com to purchase your Shark Walk package.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. I am joined by defensive back Malik Jones, who made his IFL debut. 2 interceptions in your first ever professional game.
Thanks. I mean, it wouldn't have happened without my teammates and my coaches put me in the right position to make plays. So other than that, I mean, outside of that, it was a joyful feeling.
That first interception was right at the beginning of the game. Beautiful. Walk me through what you saw on the field.
Basically, just was letting the routes develop downfield. My adrenaline was rushing a lot with it being my first game. So I can remember like play 1 or 2 when I was telling myself in my head, like, just stay calm, like, let the game come to me. And out of nowhere, like, the ball is, like, right in my face. And, yeah, and I just grabbed it.
He said, oh, wait, I'll take that.
Yeah, facts.
It was awesome. Love to see it. Really exciting to watch. So I want to talk about a little bit of how you became a Jacksonville Shark. Like, what is the recruiting process like? Because a lot of our fans don't know how you guys come to us.
All right. It all started once leaving college, of course. I had the opportunity to go play in Canada in the CFL.
Shout out to the CFL.
Started in the CFL, most definitely. Camp went great. Had some coach change-ups, and basically, like, I wouldn't say the reason I was there, but one of my connects there got disconnected, so I really didn't have nowhere else to play ball. And I got a call one day from Coach Gibson, and he was just telling me, like, what he looked for from his DBs, and basically the mentality that he coached with. And that's what kind of geared me to be closer to him and make the decision to come to Jacksonville because of most definitely Coach Gibson's word. Yeah.
What has this transition from outdoor football to indoor football been like for you?
I can say the first game, one thing that I noticed was, like, the breathing is different.
Breathing is please elaborate.
Facts. I would say, like, I have to focus more on controlling my breathing in game now. That's something I picked up on. With being in an enclosed place like that and that many people, you'll get hot faster.
Fair, okay.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that, but that's fair.
Facts. And I mean, staying more hydrated, of course. Yeah, that's it, really. Too much of a difference.
Even though it's a lot shorter of a field, it's a lot faster pace, so you're really not getting any rest.
Yes, facts.
Running
Facts.
100 yards as opposed to 50.
Yeah, facts. And like I said, like, it being a little hotter on the inside, but it's not big of a difference. It's still football at the end of the day.
What do you have to say about your coach, Robinson?
I love Coach Robinson, Coach Clay. Them guys
He's
come to
somewhere
work.
in here.
Them guys come to work every day, man. Just pushing the best out of us, pushing the most out of us. I don't feel like they have set us short nowhere from training, from the first day of camp to the first game in Mass. I feel like they done made sure we had everything we need physically, mentally, and just been there for us. Like, it's like they treat us like family, not like they're players or like.
That's.
I don't come to work every day and be like, oh, coach. It's not like, it's like, oh, that's Coach Clay. Like, you happy to see them every day. So I feel like that says enough about what type of men they are and coaches they are on their part.
That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Like, we would have never known that had you not have just said that. We would have never known that information. So that's really cool. So just like I did with Jimmie, I like to have fun with the players. I don't want to just sit here and be boring and just talk to you guys about football. I want to get to know you on a personal level. So we're going to play a little bit of a game.
Come on.
All right. So you might know this game. You've probably played it before. It's called Two Truths and One Lie. So you're going to tell me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself.
And
I
guess which one?
have to try to figure out which one is the lie.
All right.
I already lost with Jimmie. He bamboozled me, but that's besides the point.
I mean, I don't want to lose.
You're not losing. I'm the one that's going to lose. You just have to come up with 2 truths and a lie, and I have to try to figure out what is the lie.
Okay. I'm going to start with, this is my first time wearing a double-digit number.
This is your first time wearing a double-digit number?
Yes.
Okay. Number 11.
Okay. Yeah, number 11.
Uh-huh.
Football is my second favorite sport.
Football is your second favorite sport?
Fact.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. And I'll say my favorite color is green.
Your favorite color is green?
Yeah, green.
Goodness. All of these are very, like, nothing is too extravagant. All of them are very reasonable.
Equal.
Yeah, like there's not one that's glaringly obvious a lie.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
the first one was
this is your first time wearing a double-digit number, which I feel like, I mean, maybe the number that you were gonna pick was already chosen, and so then 11 was just kind of there, and you were like, I guess I'll be 11, so that feels very fair. But then it doesn't make sense that football would be your second favorite sport because you play football. So I'm confused on that one. And then, I mean, I guess green could very well be your favorite color. Green's a good color. I really don't know. This is tricky. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to say that football being your second favorite sport is a lie because that doesn't make sense.
Facts.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
okay, good. Now tell me the story behind 11. Was I right in my assumption?
Most definitely was right behind the story.
Look at that.
Most definitely.
Look at that.
For sure. But yeah.
Look at that.
You was right about the 11 part, and you was right about football not being my second favorite sport.
Winner, chicken dinner. I figured out Malik Jones. So that's great. We love that. Thank you so much, Malik. We'll be right back.
Hey Shark Nation, if you're a local business owner, we want to turn our fans into your newest customers. I have an offer for you. Joe's partnerships are a great way to get your company, name and information in front of all our fans in the Shark Tank. We are also going to reward you with a year-round digital advertising on our website and provide you with a promotional table for your business at each Sharks game. Plus, you'll receive season tickets for your business to provide to your family, staff, employees, even potential clients. If you want to become a Jaws partner this season, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com and fill out the Jaws package request.
The Jacksonville Sharks are your champions.
Welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. I am joined by Sharks Superfan President Bob Buck. Bob, what is the Superfans and how can somebody get involved?
So a super fan is somebody that's dedicated, want to go above and beyond than the normal fan. So what we do is we do little things like we pack the travel bags, we set up the apartments with plates, Tupperware. We do things like toilet paper, different things like that. Then we also, during training camp, we serve breakfast every morning in training camp. We also do private cookouts for just the players and the super fans. So if anybody's interested in being a super fan, you can go to jacksuperfans@gmail.com, or you can go to Jacksonville Sharks Insane fan page and send a message there, or even through the podcast, Inside the Sharks podcast, and we can get connected and you can join. It's open to anybody, but main thing is we just ask you to be active and be, volunteer and make sure you're active in the group. And there's a lot of different things. We get to go behind the scenes. We get to go different things in, during the arena and stuff that's going to happen, and little things like that. Like right now, we actually have a raffle going on. So we're giving out a red Sharks helmet.
This never happens, okay?
This never happens.
How they got Steve to agree to this, I don't know. No, we're just kidding. We love you guys and everything that you do. And we want to help you guys raise money to support the players. So this raffle is an excellent fundraiser. All of the money is going right to the super fans, which will be used to feed the players, get them everything they need.
The end of the year party, different things for the apartments. We actually got 2 grills donated this year for the players. So we have different things that happen, and we're trying to just grow it every year, little by little. This is our 3rd year doing it. It's my 2nd year running it. And every year it's been growing, not only the members, but also what we're doing for the players. And we just basically want to make their stay in Jacksonville a memorable stay.
How can they buy tickets for this raffle?
So they can go on, it's going to be posted on the Sharks on the Sharks Facebook page. It'll be posted on the Inside the Sharks podcast. It's $1 for a ticket, or you can buy 25 for $20. So everybody's just buying 20, but these helmets don't come available. So
they don't ever. I can probably count on my hand how many times a helmet has been given away in the 15 years.
Yep.
So you don't want to miss out on this raffle, Shark Nation. Please support the super fans and buy your tickets.
Yep.
This year on Shark Bites, we're going to be adding a segment, and we are going to be doing our Super Fan Player Awards right here on tonight's show. I'm going to hand it over to Bob Book, president of the Shark Super Fan Club.
Tonight, we have 2 awards. They're going to get a plaque, and they're also going to get a nice chain, and then a $20 gift card to Wawa. Now, all the super fans that are here tonight and in the group, they all voted, and they decided the Offensive Player of the Week, Eddie Vander. Player of the Week, your chain to keep, and a $20 gift card to Wawa.
Right,
there you go.
Thank you. What I got to do?
There you go.
Offensive Player of the Game, Week 1, Eddie Vander.
There you go. Take a picture.
Oh, man. Good. Appreciate y'all.
Defensive Player of the Week, Malik Jones.
Hey. It's like you were just on the show or something.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, appreciate it.
$20 gift card.
Appreciate it, Mr.
We love this. Thank you.
Ahoy, mateys and royalty. Join us for the Sharks home opener on Sunday, April 6th, where the pirates plunder the seas and princesses rule the Shark Tank. It's Pirate and Princess Night, presented by Roland Reach Plumbing. The Sharks look to sail their way to victory against the Vegas Nighthawks. Kickoff is at 6:05 p.m. It's also Youth Sports Night. All youth sports teams can purchase special price tickets. Get your tickets today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com.
The Jacksonville Sharks are your champions.
Well, welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Boulevard. Coach, we're going into a much needed bye week. I mean, I feel like having a bye week right at the beginning really isn't needed, but it's happening.
Well, there's a small backstory to that, but we're not going to indulge in it. But it's a needed bye week, so yes.
Now, don't worry, Shark Nation, because the Sharks home opener is right around the corner. Sunday, April 6th, the Sharks are back in the tank against the Vegas Nighthawks. It's Pirates and Princess Night, Coach.
My daughter will love that. So, no, April 6th, I'm excited. I know there's a lot of people going. I'm hearing a lot of buzz around town. Of course, you get a big win versus Massachusetts, and you come home 1-0, and people want to come out and see what all the fuss is. It's going to be a great game, even a Sunday game. So it's kind of like Sunday football. So get your fix.
Kickoff at 6 p.m., a little bit earlier.
Yep.
And this night is being presented by Roland Reach. Shout out to Roland Reach. Amazing sponsors of the Sharks. Now, do your shameless plug, Coach.
Hey, tickets. You got to get them now. 904-621-0700. Reach out to the Sharks office. You can visit the website, www.jacksharks.com, for your tickets. It's going to be a great show, great game. Looking to take on the number one ranked team in the league, and welcome everybody to the Shark Tank.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Shark Bites. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night right here at Island Wing on Southside Boulevard for another episode. Go Sharks.
Go Sharks.